to part 2. I'm at work. This is the line that y'all see me install on the fuel pump. I took it off to bring it to work to cut it so I can add the fuel filter right here. And I didn't get discouraged this time. I put the fitting on ahead of time. I'm gonna cut it right there. And I'm already running the other fitting to where it goes, and it should be good. Once I cut this, I'm gonna take it home and measure it all the way up to the fuel pressure regulator, and then I'm gonna mark it again, and then I'm gonna cut it again. Safety first. Anyways, the line is back. It's at the house. So I got the straight fitting on here right now, but I need to change that. I really need about a 45. Yeah, about a 45. I just had it. This is not a 45 though, I don't think. I think this is something different. But yeah, neither one of these. And I'm gonna put it on the line. And I'm gonna run the line from the front to the back so I can see how much I need to cut so that I can finish the actual return line. And then after that, I'm gonna run the actual fuel line, the other one. Not the return, but the feed. You get what I'm saying? If not, rewind it and listen again, because I said the correct shit already, okay? Cool. Fuel line successfully installed on the fuel pressure regulator. And it's also ran to the back to where the fuel pump is going. So now I can see how much I need to cut. I just have to install this line off the fuel pump that's going to meet that line. It's hot as hell in here. I'm sweating like a mug. But as promised, I'm finishing the car. Alright, so now for the fuel pump. I gotta adjust it a little bit because I adjusted it to take the lines out or whatever. So I'm gonna adjust it back. When I adjust it back, why'd I just yell? When I adjust it back, I'm gonna run a line to the other line, and the fuel filter goes in between those lines. So now I gotta see how much I gotta cut. The top portion that I'm gonna run up here is already cut though. So this is the line that has to go in there. I left the tape on it because I was gonna cut it a little bit further. Oh my God. Just too lazy to take it off. It has to go in this little pocket right here, and then it should meet up with the other line. This is the fuel filter. The fuel filter has to meet up with the return line, because that's the return. And yeah, basically filters everything out, or etc. Filters the fuel. It's a fuel filter. So that has to be ran in between both the lines that I just installed. One of the lines I'm gonna have to cut, so I'm gonna measure it as soon as I get in the car. But there's a lot of spiders under there. I already got bit. So the fuel filter is installed. It'll more than likely sit right there in that area. And now I just have to measure this line to there. And then the return will be straight. Then I'll probably zip tie to this. These are like fuel lines and brake lines and stuff like that. So yeah, how's it tied to that? Fuel lines, I could really take them out, but I'm not gonna take them out. I'm just gonna leave them there. Line measured. I added a little bit more length. I really need to cut it somewhere right here, but just in case I mess up, I can continue to cut it until I get back there. But I will not cut it without the black tape on it. Your boy out here making progress. You should be proud of me. You god dang bit. Also, I gotta run the line that feeds the fuel. Got it right here. But I ran out of fitting, so I gotta go to Summit. I'm gonna try to get up in the morning and go to Summit so I can get those PTFE fittings. Oh, y'all thought I was cutting this line tonight? Psych, bit. As promised, you know where I'm at. I'm at Summit Racing. Look at that track house right there. I'm at Summit Racing, getting them fitted. Been 3 days now. Oh well. Let's go get these fittings though. Fittings are secured. Spent $95. There's 2 more inside the bag. But yeah, more PTFE fittings that I needed. Fresh off work and I'm back at it. So this is gonna be the feed fuel line. I'm gonna run straight fitting on it for right now. Probably end up changing the fitting, but I'm gonna run a straight fitting on it for right now. Just so I can measure the line. I'm probably more than likely gonna cut it tonight too. To be honest, technically I'm probably not even gonna run the whole straight fitting. I really want this back piece and the silver piece that's in it that goes on the plastic part of the PTFE. So basically, when I unscrew this, the piece that goes on the plastic should be exposed right there, that silver clipping. And I just want this back part and the silver clipping. I don't really want this straight. And this is how you want to put it on. See how it's not flared. So I can pick at this part and expose the plastic, put my 45 or 90 degree on this end and still lock it into place with this, the metal clipping, and the 90 if I choose so. Attempt number 1. So after you've cut the line, you want to pick the braid out a little bit, the braiding part, and it exposes the plastic. You take your metal piece and you push it down on the plastic. Not gonna cap to you. 9 times out of 10, you probably will get pricked at least once or twice, but you'll be alright. So now that the clipping is on, the PTFE, all you gotta do is just add the straight fitting onto it. The straight fitting installed. All I gotta do now is pull this up and tighten whenever it decides it wants to lock into place, because you gotta pull this up. After tightening the fitting from the bottom and the top, you should have a secure fitting that's not gonna come off the line. I'm applying pressure to it, trying to get it off, and it's not moving. So that's good. Now all I gotta do is attach this line to the fuel filter. I'll work on cleaning up the way the fuel lines look from under the car later, but I just want to get it connected right now. So fuel line is ran. Obviously, like I said, I gotta secure it, but that is the return line. So for this line that I'm going to be running, that's coming off the fuel rail, which is the feed, I'm going to need a vise because something's going on with this fitting. I have extra fittings just in case something is wrong, but I'm going to run it the same way that I ran the other return fuel line that's coming off of the fuel pressure regulator. So it's basically tucked down going towards the other original OEM fuel lines, which are not hooked up. this and this line the same way. With this line, I'm gonna take it to work and I'm gonna cut it. So I'm just measuring how much I need. I just needed to get to the fitting that I gotta take to work to put on the vise. So once I get it there, I'll just cut it in the back. I don't know why I'm stumbling on my words right now. I'm honestly tired, but I need to make some type of progress. So here I go, making progress.